Hello, ladies and gentlemen. You are now turning into the International News Bulletin on 24-hour news channel, a reliable source of up-to-date information. We bring you the latest news and events of the day, focusing on the current flood situation in China. Here are the main highlights.
Ladies and gentlemen, the people of China are in a state of panic due to the arrival of doomsday information in the country. Currently, floods, natural disasters, earthquakes, and tsunamis are inundating China. Opening websites, newspapers, and television channels, one can only see a series of floods, volcanic eruptions, followed by earthquakes and various other calamities. Moreover, recently on CCTV television channel, efforts were made to reassure the public amidst rumors of doomsday, such as 60,000 tons of cosmic dust falling on Earth and an imminent explosion of an infernal monster in China's wilderness. The Chinese people, who are superstitious and curious by nature, have been gathering in groups, whispering and spreading horrifying stories they have felt earlier. A magazine of the Shanghai Astronomy and Astrophysics Society published a report about the discovery of an impending explosion of an infernal monster that has caused anxiety among the public. Many scientists believe that these explosions could occur around October to November this year. In a related development, out of 338 interplanetary dust storms that could fall on Earth this year, a number exceeding the normal average is expected. Recently leaked information about the discovery of an impending explosion of an infernal monster in close proximity to Earth, with the potential to destroy humanity, has caused anxiety and concern in the public. Many people are wondering if the end of the world is approaching. The truth behind these horrifying rumors and the unfolding of events is yet to be determined. Please join us in our news bulletin today to find out. Ladies and gentlemen, an impending explosion of an infernal monster is approaching Earth. Cepheus Spur is a world full of gigantic blue stars that are extremely hot, 6 to 7 times larger than the Sun, and on the verge of exploding. Scientists from the UK and France have calculated the amount of space debris that falls to Earth each year and provided a chilling figure in a recent study, in their publication in the scientific journal Earth and Planetary Science Letters. The authors from the Paris-Saclay University in France and the Chemistry School at Leeds University in the UK stated that an average of 15,000 tons of space dust enters Earth's atmosphere, with at least 5,200 tons reaching the Earth's surface annually. Although the figure of 5,200 tons is enormous, there is no need to fear being trapped in intense dust storms this year. This dust rain is composed of extremely tiny particles, with sizes below 0.7 millimeters, including 1,600 tons of non-celestial objects and 3,600 tons of cosmic spherules, molten space rock. This dust rain is evenly distributed throughout the Earth, making it almost imperceptible. However, sometimes when events occur contrary to human expectations, they can cause immense harm. The research team also conducted 6 expeditions to the Antarctic over a period of 20 years to collect 1,280 interplanetary dust particles and 808 cosmic spherules weighing under 350 micrograms. These particles helped them calculate the speed at which they fall to the surface and determine their origins. The Antarctic was chosen because this pristine land is minimally affected by the influence of living organisms, providing better preservation against extraterrestrial invaders. All the data was input into a computer model to calculate the chilling figures mentioned above. The reason why out of the 15,000 tons of extraterrestrial matter entering the atmosphere, only 5,200 tons reach the ground is because our thick atmosphere causes most of the particles to burn up and disintegrate before reaching the ground. According to Science Alert, 80% of this cosmic dust originates from comets. Information from El País states that a research group from the Spanish Center for Astrobiology used the Gaia telescope from the European Space Agency to map the vicinity of the Sun, including the Orion Belt constellation and the Perseus constellation on the edge of the Milky Way galaxy, which contains Earth, as well as the Sagittarius constellation near the galactic center. Dr. Michelangelo Pantaleoni Gonzalez and Jesus Maes Appellans stated that this process helped identify a mysterious structure called the Cepheus Spur, located in the middle of the arm of the Hunter Orion near the Sun and the Perseus constellation. The Cepheus Spur region contains the most dynamic giant stars in the universe, previously thought to be an empty void. These stars are at least 3 times the size of the Sun, with most of them being around 6 times the size of the Sun. These stars are extremely hot, emitting blue light in space. The temperature of the stars gives them color variations from blue, yellow, orange, to red, with blue being the hottest and red being the coolest. These stars also have the shortest lifespan due to intense nuclear reactions in their cores, quickly leading to their explosion as supernovae. According to Live Science, the authors of the study stated that these subsequent explosions have dispersed heavy elements throughout galaxies. These rare and precious monster stars are considered chemical enrichers for galaxies. It is thanks to these ancient extinct blue monsters that our solar system has the necessary heavy elements to create chemically rich planets capable of supporting biochemical reactions and the emergence of life on Earth. The researchers affirmed that understanding these strange dust rains is an important window to understand how billions of years ago, these dust rains, possibly more abundant and powerful, seeded water and carbon molecules on Earth, the first building blocks for the emergence of diverse life forms. This is according to the scientists' perspective. Dear esteemed audience, recently, mainland China has been experiencing a series of strange phenomena. The terrifying incident we bring to you today is 1,000 times more frightening. Yesterday in Haikou City, Hainan Province, a sudden and violent storm erupted, followed by thunder that lasted for several hours. The horror intensified when lightning struck a power station during the 3-hour thunderstorm, fortunately without causing any casualties. Yesterday, in the middle of the day in Haikou, the weather turned severe when, for 3 hours, Haikou was suddenly hit by a fierce and violent wind accompanied by intense lightning. The scene was reminiscent of a movie, but this was the reality that left people bewildered, extremely anxious, and fearful. They feared what other natural disasters they would have to endure. According to statistics subsequently released by the Haikou Meteorological Center of the National Meteorological Bureau, from around 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. yesterday, there were 4,207 lightning strikes in Haikou, averaging 23 strikes per minute. Many residents in Haikou have been posting descriptions of this terrifying thunderstorm and lightning on social media, and quickly, this video clip has become the hottest file on social media. A resident living in Hongkou District, Haikou, said, "Why does the thunder sound like an explosion? It also feels like the ground is shaking. This year is truly unusual." Another netizen said, "On that afternoon, Haikou suddenly had thunder and the sound was incredibly loud, sounding like an explosion. Normally, I'm not someone who fears life and death, but this time I was truly terrified." According to AP, the scene of the fierce lightning tearing the sky apart, with the lightning bolts moving in a terrifying manner as if chasing and striking something, not stopping there. Due to the power and speed of the lightning strikes, a power station caught fire. Fortunately, at this time, people were on their lunch break, and the power station was also 2 kilometers away from the most densely populated area in the region. CCTV, the central television station in China, reported that at around 5:53 p.m., a building in the residential area of Sheyang district in Haikou was struck by lightning, resulting in numerous flashes of light. The shared video clip shows that after the sudden lightning, there was a loud sound resembling an explosion, and in the blink of an eye, a bright orange column struck a nearby high-rise building, with lightning appearing everywhere and then falling to the ground. Chinese authorities explained that the lightning struck the power lines, causing a grass fire, and at the same time, announced that 13 people had died during the afternoon. The local power company stated that the high-voltage power lines were damaged, causing power supply disruptions. This incident has made local residents worried as the Haikou Meteorological Bureau continued to issue warnings of heavy rain and thunderstorms. According to a local resident named Chi Lu, "It's really terrifying, like there's going to be an explosion. Suddenly, the sky is scorching in the power plant, and we've been without electricity for a long time, afraid to turn on the power switch. Fans and air conditioners can't be turned on. It's really hot now." According to a Weibo announcement from the local government, the Haikou Meteorological Observation Center updated its signal to a green alert at 12:39 p.m. yesterday. The initial storm warning was a yellow alert, and the warning was issued for several localized areas in the center of Haikou. Later, the Meteorological Observation Center updated the yellow alert to an orange alert for thunderstorms at 1 p.m. yesterday. The announcement stated that in the next 2 hours, areas such as the Dongsong City Center, Minfeng, Haiantongjiang, Vanhengke City, Jiadin, and Baosun had a high probability of experiencing intense lightning and a relatively high likelihood of lightning-related accidents. According to the last published data from Haikou, the orange alert was issued at 4 p.m. on the same day. The large lightning bolts exploding across the sky at noon seemed to be tearing apart a tree trunk. One netizen said, "Yesterday's lightning was also very frightening, it felt like it was about to split the buildings in half." Each local resident reported that 6 trees on their building premises had been split in two. Another resident in Naduong said that the lightning illuminated the sky and blew off the tiles on her roof. Everything in front of the house was also blown away. Moreover, in Fangi and other places in Guangxi province, thunder and lightning phenomena also occurred, waking up many people who were sleeping. While strange phenomena continue to occur throughout the mainland, this incident has sparked lively discussions among netizens. In the span of 12 hours, there were 140,000 lightning strikes, so many lamentations. People believe that the heavens are crying for those who died from the COVID-19 pandemic during this period. Everyone is blaming someone or something. No matter what one does, the higher powers bear witness. The abnormal climate and the spread of the pandemic are not normal phenomena.
We sincerely thank you, all of you, our viewers, for your attention and support. Please remember to like, subscribe to our channel, and enable notification to receive the fastest and most accurate news updates from 24-hour news. Thank you, and we look forward to seeing you in our upcoming videos.